presidency will come out with regarding that. Well, we know that President Jonathan does not really like things that, may put his seat in question as a president.
Yeah.
I'm not being biased right now, but I'm just saying that other letters have been written to him. We believe what Nigerians indeed are saying right now is that they would rather want a president that will take all those stones being thrown at him to build a new house that will improve Nigeria and correct the impression, rather than taking, retaliatory actions, or dodging some key questions. I believe that is the stance of Nigeria right now. By the way, let me just point this out quickly.
Yes.
People may not understand that all the cost-cutting that's happening here, I believe you're reading in the news, but the reason here is many Nigerians that are cost-cutting are people who are doing that for, political or geopolitical reasons. A lot of Nigerians, especially from the north, now want a northern president. So it's not like because APC has a better manifesto or whatever. So let me just put that clear to our audience in the UK right now. Yes.
Another thing that I've been cracking my brain about is the story about this Africa's richest woman, and I'm sure you will be familiar with her name, Mrs. Alakija. She's denied that she's contesting for the Lagos State governorship in 2015. She disassociated herself from posters, flyers being circulated around Ikorodu and other parts of Lagos State, declaring that she has no interest in any race to do with governorship. She said, and I quote, "I have been paying attention to my calling from God to look after widows, orphans from the Rose of Sharon Foundation." She continues, "God has not called me into politics." What is going on? Is she going to contest or not? Has she ever raised any interest about going to politics at all? Because she's rich, isn't she?
Well, it's one of the major arm of politicians to keep people in suspense about their true intent.
Yeah.
I should know that, of course, you want to recall that even our president who is saying that he has not really declared his intention to contest again. Our politicians use this, too many times that we are already used to that. In fact, her posters are everywhere right now.
Yeah.
And by the time her running mate and her colleagues or whatever will wake up, she will have gained enough, publicity without being officially committed. And that's one of those things, we live with here in this part of the world.
But does she think we are stupid to tell us that, she's not contesting and her posters are out? It doesn't take, it's not rocket science to know that, she's actually involved in politics, or she's going to be, or she has an interest in politics.
No, it's the way we do it here. Like the president too, it's not ready to say if he's going to contest or not. If you remember, it's one of the bone of contention between Obasanjo and the president.
Yeah.
They had an agreement that he will not contest again, for the second term. But the president is saying he has not declared his intention, but we all know. It happened over and over, when politicians will say they are not sure that they are not going to they will contest or not.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Finally, what do you have?
It's a normal thing.
Yeah. Finally.
And very soon she will come out clean and, we'll be forced to either vote for you for her or not.
Okay. Brilliant. Do you have anything to tell us today as well? Sorry.
Okay. Two things actually. There's the trend of converting the beaches in Nigeria now to like private beaches,
Wow.
where people have to pay to go to. Like if you remember the Bar Beach, we all, as youths, most Nigerians that are there might remember for a Lagos State, that used to go to the beach and relax and all that without paying anything. Most beaches now, like Akwese, like, a whole lot of them, you have to pay to get to these beaches. And if you remember that this is a country that we don't have parks, no places for people to go and chill, when they want to relax, except those parks that you have to pay for. I know that there are many parks, in South America, where I live, where you go, you don't pay to get into those parks.
Even in the UK as well, even in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we don't know where that is coming from and what is going to be the end of it. No leisure time, so when you want to have fun these days, the movies are expensive, so boys just take to, to the corner, and, they enjoy themselves. So
I actually, sorry to interrupt you, I actually went to Elegusi Beach last year, and I actually paid 1,000, and for every person that came with me, we all pay 1,000 each.
That's what I'm talking about. And these beaches are not as good as a lot. They are naturally beautiful, but they are not as kept as free beaches in Rio de Janeiro, in Sao Paulo, big beaches. So we don't know why this is happening in Nigeria. I have a social critic that was going to come on the program that's been fighting a human rights activist that's fighting in this ground, but unfortunately he could not make it. Maybe he couldn't get, to cross the river, the fjord here.
Okay.
But right now I have another, if there's time, I have an African here. It's a Rastafarian, and it's carrying the looter for, discriminating the use of ganja, the use of marijuana. And in his own view, he says it is wrong when you apprehend people who are only smoking for consumption, not selling, and keep them in jail for like 20 years. So I don't know, is there time to speak with him briefly?
Let's do that next Sunday. If you can tell him. We're running out of time, seriously running out of time.
Oh, okay, very well.
Okay,
right.
I'm just going to round up now with you. But before you go, let's just talk about this. I don't know if you're aware of this, and if you're not, just listen to the story I'm about to tell you now. A Muslim man in Nigeria, probably from Yoruba, because he was speaking Yoruba in the video. He was married, he's still married to 86 wives in Nigeria, and he's got over 100 children, right? So, what do you think about it? Even is one of his wives and one of his children were interviewed, and they all said, well, it's good. Who else is going to look after them? If the man can afford to look after 86 wives, tough. What is wrong with it? But the Muslim world are saying it is wrong. What he did is wrong. But according to Nigerian laws, Nigerian law has no limit. Nigerian law has no limit to the number of wives a man can marry. Is that right or wrong, or am I just blabbing off?
Well, in the area, in that area, we are really lagging behind in our laws in Nigeria, because in fact there is the age limit for marriage of a young girl is unbelievably too low. In fact, you can marry out a 13-year-old girl.
I call it pervasive. That's pervasive.
Yes, and that is really a sin against, the rights of children. And in that wise, there's no limit to how many women you can keep under, your roof, or the guys that you can, support them. I also want to point out that, in fact, this very week, a kind of a danger where they keep young girls, for young girls that's teenagers, under 20 children, for sexual, purposes. So Nigeria really needs to work on how we take our women. We think their whole mentality like they're like properties. The way you own your farm, your cow, and all that. That's the way we look at it. So this man must be feeling like King Solomon of the, of the Bible.
Of the recent times.
You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe that's one of the reasons I'm not yet married. He must have got one of the I should have married.
He's called the women for himself, isn't it?
Oh, you see what I mean? Okay, just a second, please. The human rights activities is right with him. Do you have like even 2 minutes to speak with him?
Okay, yes, go on.
All right. It's called Vagabond. That's he fights for the homeless.
Okay, why don't you interview him? Just speak one-on-one, and then we all can be listening over here.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to hand the phone over to him now. Mr. Vagabond, good evening. This is Nigeria FM London on That's What's Up. Okay, it's the most popular radio program in the UK, with the audience crossing over the Caribbean.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Welcome to the show. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
So what is your cause?
It's an honor being on your show.
No problem. We are happy to have you. We're running out of time, but we want you to speak sharply. Yeah. What is your cause? What are you trying to bring to the world's attention?
I am trying to bring education of fundamental rights people on the streets. Democracy is not working in Nigeria and many African countries because the layman on the street don't know their left and right under the system. So there's no way they can benefit the system that they don't know anything about it. So until human rights activists like me around the world come together and find a way to educate the ordinary people about their fundamental human rights, to know when a policeman is right to arrest them or not, to know when a landlord is right to include them, to know when their company or where they are working is right to sack them or not. So these are the education we are trying to.
But most people believe that Nigerians are very educated people, so they should know the difference between right and wrong. They should know. They should be well equipped with.
There is difference between knowing how to read and write and knowing your fundamental rights. This is a two different knowledge. The problem today, our young youth of today, who are the indigenous, they are busy chasing the shadow instead of the substance. This is about Manchester United, Real Madrid, football, when they can spend their time trying to know about their fundamental rights. When there is a conference on human rights, they don't have time for that. When they have time for something that will benefit them, no. They go after knowledge they want, than knowledge they want. For instance, yesterday we went to the High Court over a demolition and eviction of the communities here on top of the island. By just one man, one individual trying to evict a whole community. So that they can build a luxury center for business and capital purpose. That is the situation. People don't know their right. Anybody tries to abuse them.
So how do you hope to educate Nigerians about their rights and wrongs?
Yeah, I have a radio and TV program which I have written. I am hoping to find a radio station that can partner with me, which I call Defenders of the People. It's a radio and TV talk show radio program where people can call in, ask anything they want to know about their fundamental rights. And if there's any human rights abuse that they hear about or they know about, or somebody is being detained illegally for more than 24 hours, they can call us and inform us. Then we can send somebody to go and investigate what is happening. Through such radio program, we can give the people hope. Because people have lost hope and confidence in the system. We need a way, an avenue to restore the people's hope and confidence back in the system. So I believe through this radio program, Defenders of the People, we will be able to restore the people's hope and confidence by going to government offices, going to prison yards, going to police cells, try to talk with the detainees, try to find out their condition of detention, try to find out how long have they been inside the police cell, what is their offense, and whether they have a lawyer or not, or how did they give their statement. But those are many things the people don't know how the law said it should happen.
But I mean, I'm very worried about your own safety. Is that not a dangerous area to go into in Nigeria, where many people are molested without, without knowing their rights?
Unfortunately, we are all, every living human being will die one day. So instead of I die for some car accident, or die for some malaria accident, a sickness, or die for some HIV, if I die fighting for my people, I believe someday in time, something yet to be done, will open a page of history and read about me. I think that's what more legacy, and what more better, something to look behind than leaving billions in our account, that later they can remember me.
Thank you very much. Speak to Michael Akeredolu Ali. We will bring you on the program next week again, okay?
Okay, whenever you are, I'm always ready and available. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Michael Akeredolu Ali. Yes, we've just lost them. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful evening speaking to Mr. Michael Akeredolu Ali and the human rights organizer. I think we need people like that in Nigeria. We definitely do. Honestly, we do. I am so excited about that somebody could just, take up that role and fight for other people's rights, because a lot of people do not know their rights in Nigeria. They just open to whatever comes to their, whatever comes to their way. Whatever happened today to them, they just take it to destroy. I don't know. I'm happy. We're going to bring him back next Sunday as well. Okay, the time now is 8:31. I'm going to be here until the next program comes on. Obviously, because this program started very late, so we are now opening the telephone lines for our discussion for today. Studio number is 07534 536 610. I am so exhausted today. 07405 935 790. It's not easy to talk. I sound like I'm complaining, but I'm not. But I'm just letting you know. Now make that call. 07534 536 610. I'm about to open the topic. But before that, I don't know if you are a big fan of Nicki Minaj. Some people might not even have had that name before, but I know who she is, She's a lovely artist based in America. She's a rapper from Young Money clan. Okay? 25 things that you don't know about Nicki Minaj. I've read it so carefully, gone through all the 25s, and I just thought, okay, this is my own favorite numbers or favorite topics from what you don't know about Nicki Minaj. I don't know how well you know Nicki Minaj. A lot of people are crazy about her, especially men, because she's got a nice figure. Yes. I don't know if it's figure 8 or figure something, but she's got a nice figure, trust me. What I've brought out is number 1. Nicki Minaj says she hates getting her nails done. What sort of woman will hate getting her nails done? I thought all women, I'm sure I should be wrong, would like doing their nails. I love women fingernails, to be quite honest. I think I'm fetish when it comes to that. So Nicki Minaj hates getting her nail done. I don't know why. Okay, another one. This is number 8 from what she hates doing. She says she have the same group of friends for as long as she can remember. That means the same group of friends from probably her childhood. They are still her friends up till now. How many of us out there keep old friends? Most of us are populated with, new friends around us. Some people might say new friends are better than the old friends, but I would say old friends are actually better than new friends. But there's nothing wrong with new friends as well. That's what I think. Okay, the number 9 on what Nicki Minaj hates is she said she's always cold. She hates being cold, but she's always cold. Do you know what I say? I say, go and charge your heating system. Get your house warm. You won't be feeling cold. But again, when you go out, obviously, there's no heater outside. But she's always, probably, she's got enough money to have a limousine, warm limousine that she should be getting straight into as soon as she leaves her doors. Yeah, I think so. Okay, number 2, she said, my father taught me how to make curry chicken. That's what our father taught her how to make. These are 25 things that you don't know about Nicki Minaj. You know, our father taught her how to make chicken curry, only chicken curry. I taught my children how to make a lot of things, cook, soup, fried rice, a lot. And now they're better than me now. Okay, number 16 that I find interesting is, I can't stand going to meetings or talking on the phone. How does she do business if she doesn't go to meeting and picking up her phone? I think that's a disease. Well, in that case, me, I'm kind of similar in that case. I'm always busy, so I think averagely I answer 20 calls a day, averagely. And trust me, I hate it because it's too much for me. Everybody wants me to play their music. Everybody wants to talk to me about this. Everybody wants to talk to me about this thing. Sometimes you want to be alone. You don't want to talk at all. So I don't blame you, Nicki Minaj. Finally, she said in number 24 of things that you don't know about Nicki Minaj. She said our fans inspire her. Aphrodite is so sweet. That's very sweet, isn't it? Well, let me play some music while we're waiting for the call. 07534 536 610. 07534 07534 536 610 or 0740 595790. Also, do you know that Britain's youngest ever barrister is black? 18-year-old Gabriel has been called to the bar and became the youngest person in 600 years in Britain to be a lawyer. Congratulations, Gabriel. Yes, our parent, our mom, also a lawyer, is originally from Bahamas. So congratulations to the lovely Gabriel. Well done. They're a role model to a lot of black people. Many people will always say Nigerian police officers are bad. What about metropolitan police officers? It doesn't matter what you call. Look at the Pleb Gates story, where metropolitan officers make up stories. And they will say, oh, things like that only happen in Nigeria. No, not only in Nigeria. Also, quickly and swiftly, I'm going to announce that I'm happy to hear that 1.25 million naira has been offered by Lagos Assembly to any information to the capture of the people who tortured a woman and a young girl at Ejibo Market because they stole pepper. I don't know if you remember that the story was brought on this show, and we called the chairman of the market. Obviously, he could not talk because according to him, he was driving, so he could not talk. And so today I'm supposed to call the chairman again to find out his take about this story, about this situation, about this torture. But unfortunately, we are running out of time. I won't be able to do that. So I do apologize to everyone. I'm just gonna take a break from talking while you're listening to music. Okay, hold tight. Everybody dance, unbelievers that you do singing on Asunto, Biscuit singing on Alingon, Chris singing on Mimolato. I'm on this one, not shocky, I'm on the shocky, shocky, Billy Kitty shocky, shocky, I'm on the shocky, shocky, go, shawty, shawty. I'm okay, why they go? Shocky dance, not in the flow. So, mommy, know the show, baby, come close to me, let me spend it up. On my gyration, Ocean, you won't get the party, shocky dance, oh, I never dress some Mimolato, me shade the shocky. Oh, yeah, Gijo, shocky, everybody dance, shocky. When the ladies are, unbelievers that Gijo, shocky. Yes, sir. Welcome back to my job 101.1 FM. My name is DJ Ali. This is That's What's Up Radio Show on your friendly radio station. Yes, so this is how we do it. Just waiting for Auntie Abike Ade to come and take over now. But before that, let me just ask you, what sort of church are you going to? What do you expect from your pastor? If you see anything wrong or any wrongdoings being performed or being done by your pastor, will you ever complain? Or will you just take it as, well, it's my pastor, he can do anything? Well, there's a case of a pastor, Pastor Lesego Daniel from South Africa. He's under fire as images of him stepping on congregation surfaced on social media. South Africans and human rights tagged his behavior as abusive. That is not all he does. He also ordered his member to eat grass. I don't understand. Members who do not feel anything after eating grass are subject to dirty slaps. Okay, this pastor in South Africa, during service or wherever you want to call it, miracle period, miracle hours, whatever you want to call it, what he does is he gets the congregation to lie on the floor and he walks on them, he steps on them. And then also he graduated from there and then tell the congregation to start eating grass, and they are expected to receive miracle from that, eating grass like a wood. You know, and any member that does not, or members that do not feel anything after eating grass, they are subject to slaps. Now let me put that in. let me just put that to you. If you are in that church where your pastor step on you, all of you in the church, and then ask you to eat grass like ogunfe, are you going to be happy with that? Will you say anything that, oh, this is right, this is no, this is right, this is wrong, you know? Or you just going to take it like that, and you'll be subject to slaps if you don't feel anything after eating grass? I can't remember. I mean, even Jesus Christ will feed people with manners, not grass. 07534 536 610 or 0740 593 5790. You are on Niger FM. Yeah, big shout going out to Mr. The Mangoes in Brixton. Yeah, also shout going out to my man Solar Tech Nigeria and UK Limited. Oh. Yeah, shout going out to DJ Yinka Hota. Now, listen to this breaking news. If you're a Nigerian based in the UK, this is very important. Nigerian government signs prisoners transfer deal with UK, which means the federal government and Britain signed a prisoners transfer agreement. UK's ministers of justice said this is a good agreement for both Nigeria and UK. It is an opportunity to ensure that the prisoners which come from either country will serve their sentences in their own countries. That is better for their rehabilitation. Wow. Call us on 07534 536 610 or 0740 593 5790. If you commit a crime in UK and you're not a resident, you're not British, you will be sent to Nigeria to serve your jail terms. Is that what you want? Will you? Some people might like it. They will say, oh, okay, I'd rather go to my country and serve my prison sentence in Nigeria. Or are you thinking that, wow, Nigerian jail will be too tough for me. I prefer to serve my term in this country. Even though you have no choice anymore now, you will be sent to Nigeria. What do you think about this? 07534 536 610 or 07405 935 790.
The way you moving your body from left and right, you somebody. Now they come, look at them and them look at you. Everybody just feeling you, just feeling you.
Fire!
Chopping the banana, oh, mama chopping the banana. Your way, your way, your way. Take it, no. I like the way you go. Take it, no. I like the way you go. Lose control, no. Said I like the way you roll. You didn't make me lose control. Said I like the way you roll. We lose control.
Fire! Yeah, you're listening to Son of DJ Ali, aka Metalocon Jr. on Ninja 101.1 FM. Yes, big up to everyone that made it to the year 2014.
I'm gonna